All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the New York Giants. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here we go. 18 Gator. Leo. I got you, son. Check.
Jones throwing on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Go on.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Hey, they scared. Check. Shit.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon.
Ready.
Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on 3rd down.
Rap. Slam.
Operating from the gun. Jones. It's complete to Golden Tate. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
No. Get it.
Now Jones. Eluding the pressure right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Hey, pick your game up. Tight dog. Hard. Undercross.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down.
51 to Mike. 51.
Throwing Jones. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to make it 4th down. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. First carry for Nick Chubb. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Watch twins. Watch twins. Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd.
King.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Set. 180. Hurry. Alert. Hey, Haywood.
First down, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. That's going to be caught. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Austin Seibert on for the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns.
Makes the score Browns 7, Giants nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals. All right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Barkley on first down, running into a wall as he's stopped up right at the line of scrimmage.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 42-yard line. A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing in the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 15 now. Jones. Past the 20. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position.
We got three, fellas, we got three.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Let's go.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Three down. Check three.
Following the penalty, Chubb. And he's brought down. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
They'll give it to Chubb. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. This is 3rd and goal. And this Giants defense, they have withstood the test thus far. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
The ball placed just outside of the end zone as they come up again on another 3rd and goal. Mayfield down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Sean Culkin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, he might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
53's the mic. 53.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. That's into the hands of the tight end, Ellison. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51.
From the gun, Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Call it a gain of 5. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Ready. 70, Indy.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
Here's Jones operating from the gun. And this is Shepard on the catch. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
The Browns drive about to get started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hey, echo.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, 4 down.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. They only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Giants nothing.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down.
Point it right.
Easy. 4 down. Easy.
From the gun, Mayfield. It's caught. Beckham. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down.
The Browns 1st down.
Set. 180.
Watch the screen.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the 2nd half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the 1st half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Everyone got four down. Out.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
That's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold.
24, check 24. 3.
Regular. Hey, seam 6. Hurry.
Motion.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And able to work his way down to the 16. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Pistol.
From the 16, Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Browns 21, Giants nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. From the 29, Jones. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Neville Hewitt. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
Now 3rd down.
The Giants on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
Tight end right.
Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
Here's Gallman. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
We got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Watch the screen. Watch the
Go out.
crunch, crunch, crunch. Back.
Hit it.
From just shy of midfield, Jones, and he whips that one incomplete there. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and it's third down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The Giants on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Leo.
Back to throw. Jones. And he fires one, but incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
Yeah, now you've got options on second down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
Watch this, pistol.
On second and a couple. Mayfield got a man open. It's Ricky Seals-Jones. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
First down, Browns.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Double time.
Hey, alert!
Check number 7.
On the carry, it's Chubb. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on second and inches.
3 down.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Chubb running right. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
2 times. 3 down.
From the 45 on second down, Mayfield. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not only going to tip it, I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Ready?
Now Jones. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
After the sack on first down, Jones. And the pressure gets to him again. Kenny Clark, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
The Giants on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Hey, watch 85. Watch 85. Man left, man left.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on second down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. You that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Looking to throw. Jones. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Browns defense stands tall. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
A first down throw from Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
We got 3, we got 3. 3 down, 3 down.
Check 13. Check 13.
On the ground, it's Chubb. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
15 yards. First down, Browns.
Good. 180.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. We got 4. We got 4.
Hey, alert 33.
Looking to throw on second down. Mayfield going deep here for Landry. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the...
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Kareem Hunt as the first half is winding down. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Check, 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 check. Check. You draw Corkers. Get it.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Jones on 1st down. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Chubb trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Watch left. Tight end to the right, tight end left. Hey, we got 4. We got 4 now. 4 now.
And again, it's Chubb.
Go. Let's run.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Set. 180. Hurry.
4 down. Check. 4 down. Check.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Double tight, guys. Double tight. 3 down.
Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
Protect. 180.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
One touch.
Play fake. Mayfield. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham. His 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Here's Jones on 1st and 10. It's hauled in by Shepard. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Jones now throwing on 1st down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now Gallman. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 yards, good for a Giant 1st down. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for the running back to run.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't hit.
Now he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are in for 6. Rosas True Blue on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28.
35. Giants 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
that
by
is
the
one
time we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
First down, Browns.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Two times, two times.
Three down, three down. Hey, check. 3 down, 3 down. Check the backer, check the backer.
Alert, 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 alert. Watch, watch.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
40-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Double tight, double tight. Alert, alert. 3 down.
Hurry, hurry. Watch out.
Now Mayfield. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 35.
They had 2 tight ends in the formation on that one. It looked to me like he had his pick of receivers downfield.
I think he was just planning on going over the middle. That's what he did.
Picked up first down, too.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Even.
Watch out.
Mayfield to throw it. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Set. 180.
Strong right, strong right.
Alert, 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 alert.
Watch the run.
Watch out.
They run. Chubb. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
14-yard line.
Watch right, watch right.
Regular, regular, regular.
All day, all day,
Real, real, real.
any day. Check nickel.
Spud. Watch out.
On 2nd and 7, Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Seibert able to knock this one through. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kenny Clark make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness. That defensive line is eating them alive.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Now Jones operating from the gun, being chased out left. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Hey, Sam off.
Go nowhere, 22. Go nowhere.
Come on, D.
Check 26. Check it.
On 1st down, Jones. That's complete to Slayton. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead is down to 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Run.
Hey. 4 down, 4 down, 4 down.
Here's Mayfield. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. It's a pickup of 19 yards on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
Let's go.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, we got 3 down.
Regular.
Now Chubb. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. We got 4.
Point it right.
On 2nd and 7, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he finds Seals Jones complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 21 yards there on 3rd down. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. Because strategy would tell you, run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check 3 down.
They run it again with Chubb. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Hey, alert!
On 3rd down, Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 12-yard line. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Hurry!
On 1st down, punt. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
Double time. 4 down. Check.
Hurry!
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
The Browns on third down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. Here it's 3rd and 3.
3 down. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Seibert's kick is good. And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
To try again after the sack. Jones under pressure again, and down he goes again. Myles Garrett racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Tight end, tight right, tight right. 4 down, check. 4 down, 4 down.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jones. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Here we go, here we go.
Take over first
Here we
and
go.
10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out, and no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, you know, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from their first one and blew out the Seahawks.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And Hunt is not going to get there. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Here's Jamie Gillendow. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And Tate's got it. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 5 yards is a pickup there as that extends this drive. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Jones. He's got his man. This is Tate. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Give him 30 yards there. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath. And
at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. Now Jones. He's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Myles Garrett, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th.